The Tempo Top 2.0 is, I think, a very Soar garment. I designed it unashamedly to fill a niche. The idea came to me when I was running park runs in the middle of winter, and I wanted something that was a bit thicker than a t-shirt, but was also had very good mobility, and was close fitting and totally unrestricted, or unrestrictive rather. We did a lot of work around the fit of the Tempo Top. I wanted it to be a close fitting garment. I didn't want any excess fabric flapping around. And also the structure of the woven fabric means that you can cut close to the body, and the garment will sit really nicely. The fabric for the Tempo Top 2.0 is a new class of woven fabric. We work with a French technical fabric weaver, which is second to none. They are the best in the world at the type of fabric they make. They make very thin, very highly technical woven fabrics. A woven fabric versus a knitted fabric. So much of your sportswear you will have will be made of knitted fabrics, particularly tops. And knitted fabrics tend to be soft and stretchy, however, they're relatively bulky. A woven fabric versus a knitted fabric of the same thickness, the woven fabric will have much more stability. So that's why we work with a lot of woven fabrics on Soar garments. This particular fabric has a sort of 3D jacquard weave in it, so it's like a series of little diamonds on it. And what that does is it traps small air pockets against the skin, and it also wicks sweat away from the skin very effectively. So you can have a really thin fabric which has really good against the skin comfort, which is important for the Tempo Top. It's designed to be worn against the skin, so the against the skin comfort's really good, but the fabric is still thin, so you haven't got any bulk. And again, the desire is to have as little restriction to your running motion as possible. The front arm seams, the side body seams are bonded construction. I think, as I've mentioned before, this is a really flat, smooth way of joining panels in a garment. So they're bonded. The armholes, around the armhole and into the back panel, this is a continuous seam, which is unusual in a garment. So that is flat locked because that was the best way to get the shaping around that seam. So that's a flat lock seam, which is a way of butting two pieces of fabric together and sewing them. And then the seams in the back body panel seams are overlock seams, and that allows us to put a pocket zip and a pocket into those seams. So you choose the right construction method for the requirements of the particular seam and its position. It has an unusual construction. It's a semi-raglan sleeve construction, which allows you to get a really high armhole, which is what gives you good arm mobility, and a really good fit around the shoulder. So it took a lot of work to get that right, but now it's a really super comfortable garment to wear. When you put it on, it'll probably feel quite a lot tighter than much of your what you're used to with a long sleeve top. But take it out running, as soon as you start running, as soon as you're running for a little bit, it'll just feel like it disappears.